Hello, my name is Hector Padilla de la Rosa. I'm a student at YouTube University and in the class of rhetoric skills. And now I'm making this video for my final segment, which is the end of the semester service journal summary reflection. So in this video, I will be answering in the most direct way possible I can some questions about my community project and my service and what cause was I advocating for. So the first question is, what is the community issue that I addressed? And I addressed the issue of drug addiction and juvenile crime, mainly in Ciudad Juarez, Chihuahua, and Mexico. That was the issue I addressed. The primary research I did is that I did a survey with people that I know, and I asked them the question like, from 1 to 10, how important do they think is the problem of drug addiction and juvenile crime in Mexico? And most people answered a very high number, either 9 or 10. So that means that many people think it's very important to solve this problem. And the other part of my primary research was that I interviewed someone whose name is Omar Herrera. He is the director, he's the principal of a school in Juarez called the Emma School. And this school is specialized in treating these kind of cases. So he told me a lot of the experiences that most of the students he has experience each day, things like violence, and drug dealing in the streets, gangs, and stuff like that. Now, what did this research that I did introduce me to something that I didn't know before? Is that, well, I did know that this was a problem in Mexico because I live here, but I didn't knew how deep and how great this problem was. I didn't have an idea of how important is to solve this problem, and I certainly didn't know before the research how about the exact statistics and exact data that can help you understand this problem. And the next question is, what did you contribute to advocacy connected to your issue? Well, what I try to contribute with my research and my work is to help people understand that Mexico has this problem and that there are some solutions that mainly have to do with the government changing many of the policies they have and dedicating more resources to addressing and solving these problems. That's the way I try to help. And I also did a little volunteership at the Emma School just to get a sense of what it is like to be every day helping young people and teenagers to solve problems regarding drug addiction and crime. Now, how did that experience affected me? Well, being at Emma School, which is very far from Juarez, it's like 1 hour, 50 minutes driving to get there. And it is in a very poor neighborhood, which is called Anapra. And it affected me in the sense that it allowed me to see directly, not through research as I have done before, but to be there and live how harsh it is for these teenagers to live under those conditions of poverty and criminality, and drugs are something very common in the streets. So it really affected me in the sense that I get to feel what it is to live that way. And the next question is, what do you think will be the most valuable service you contribute to in your advocacy? Well, I believe that the video I made, which was like a scary movie trailer, it was very good because it allows us to understand the message that what these teenagers are living every day in Juarez and in Mexico is like worse than a horror story. It's worse because it deals with terrible things such as violence that can lead up to homicide and death and extortion, and a lot of other crimes. And that drug addiction can also lead to you losing your job, but not only that, but it can lead also to you dying because of drug abuse. So that's something I think it was very valuable for me. And the next questions are to reflect on my overall experience, which was what has been particularly rewarding about your service. Well, I found it very rewarding that to be with the teenagers and the children, because they were very kind to me, and we got the opportunity to play many games and to play some sports, and I got to know them. And they told me a little bit of their stories of how some of them don't have a father or don't have a mother, and that was very good for me because it allowed me to get to know them better and to be more sensitive towards their experiences. And the next question is, how could you improve your individual service contribution? Well, something that I could have improved was that in the video, I believe that it would have been better if I had said something myself in the video and appeared in the video instead of only doing the video. And that's something I would have done differently, mainly. And yes, I learned myself that I really like to be and dedicate some of my hours and my time to doing some service for my community. That's something I really learned from this experience. And I learned about some of my values, which is to give whenever I can a helping hand to others. There's something. And the biggest challenge for me, it was, I think, doing the research. It was very challenging, but also getting out of my comfort zone to go to other places that are far away from my home to give a help. Thank you very much.